We are excited to kick off our open mic night session. We are honored to have Miss Noorfarhana, Alia, Binti, Mohd, Firdaus joining us tonight. Miss Noorfarhana will be presenting his topic on Sky Village vertical community amenities in urban social high-rise residential building. Let's give a warm round of applause to Miss Noorfarhana as she takes the stage.
Hello. Okay, Assalamualaikum and welcome everyone. Today I would like to present my master design project, which is the Sky Village. So the issue for this project is basically focused on the social problem, such as the teenagers running away from homes, and then the mental health problems, family problems, and others. So all the social problems occurs at this low-cost housing is because due to the low housing standards. First, it is because of the size of the house and also the size of the occupants. The second one is because the typical layout of architecture, such as the long and narrow corridors, dark, and the last one is because of the lack of social community amenities that has been integrated to integrate the social interactions. So allow me to present my humble project, which is the Sky Village, the vertical urban communities in urban social high-rise residential buildings. So this is the sites locations of the project, which is at Sentul. So basically, the site is located along Jalan Sentul that is surrounded by the public transportations, and I chose this site because it is located near the public transportation, medical, and also the educational institutions, and also it is near to the recreational parks to give the privilege to the communities that buy these kinds of house. So this is the site plans. Basically, the site plans is oriented towards the southwest and also the northeast directions to allow the passive design strategy to utilize the natural ventilations, lights, and also to provide the breathing space inside the house. So basically, for the Sky Village community, it will encompass from the small community to the large community. It starts from the small community, level community, to the block community, and at the end of it is the building community. So this is the concept for the project, which is the vertical kampung. I was inspired by the Malay traditional house that use the serambi, selang, and also the anjung. So if you can see, I have provided the two prototypes for the Sky Village. So this is basically the block and building communities that it will continue from the bottom to the upper parts of the buildings, and then it will continue to the space divisions, and it will provide the cross ventilations and also the directions views, and it will integrated with the sky courts for every 3 stories. So basically, the Sky Village is designed by using the long apartment, which is one unit will going up and another one unit will going down. So it is designed by using a double-story house. So if you look at this diagram, each cluster will start with 6 stories, and it will twist it for every 6 stories. So I also integrate with the invisible space, which is the Sky Bridge Corridor Garden. And after I implemented the double-story house, automatically we can get the sky court that we can eliminate, we can reduce the circulations at the corridor So we can automatically also reduce the cost, the construction cost. So this is the unit of the house. It consists of 5 types of units, and it will also integrate with the multi-generation living. So this is the size of the units according to the National Housing Standard CIS 26. For 3-bedroom, we need to provide at least for about 800 square feet. So the units of this house, I only provide about 800 square feet to 1,000 square feet. So it is made up of 2 double-story house. The living and dining area will act as a serambi. And then if you can see, there is like a selang. A selang can be used as a private space for the woman during special occasions. And the anjung, the sky court will act like as an anjung for the gathering space during special occasions such as Eid celebrations and also Hari Raya. So this is the illustrations of the house, which is 1 unit will going up and 1 unit will going down. So if you can see, this is the living and dining area that acts as a serambi. So this is the sky court that I taught before. The sky court can provide this is like triple volume sky court that can utilize the natural ventilations, all the passive design strategy, the lightings, and also it can provide the view, which is the Kuala Lumpur skyline view, and also the surrounding environment. So this is the cluster of the individual that coming together as a community. Start with the commercial village cluster and then startup village cluster for the freelancer. And the second one is for the sport and art village, art and craft village. And the last one is the garden and edible village cluster. And the last one is the rooftop sky park. So if you can see, the sky court can provide the social benefits. It can also provide the natural ventilation by playing the solid and void. So this design basically focus on the passive design strategy to reduce the cost of the house. So this is the sky court that can have the triple volume. So the community can have more space during special occasions such as Eid celebrations or birthday party for small gathering and social integration at the sky court. So this is the sky garden. And this is the typical floor plan layout. So if you can see at level 6, there has like a sky court, which means each unit will have a garden in front of their house. But if you can see at the typical floor plan level 7, there is like no corridors in front of the house. Back to the level 8, there is no corridors. But at level 9, there is like a sky court because the units at level 9 will going down to the level 8. The unit at level 6 will going up to the level 7. So this is the level 10 and level 11. At level 10, we provide a unit for the multi-generation living. It is not a double-story house to give for the elder users and also make it more easy for all communities. So this is the startup village cluster. It is an invisible space. This is like after we provide the sky court, which is the triple volume. So we can also have the triple sky court amenity, triple communal amenities, such as the sport and healthy village cluster. So this is the such kind of program that I propose, such as the art and craft village cluster, to emphasize the culture of our country. So this is garden and edible village cluster. So the community edible garden will function as a communal area where a number of people can grow and care for plants. So the community can taking care of each other at this housing. So this is basically the sections. So if you can see the section, we can see the sky court for every 3 levels. And this is the community multipurpose hall, the sky bridge corridor garden, and also the sky podium that act as a social hub at the building. So this is the exploded axonometric that talking all about the communal amenities. There is, I also provide the recycle center and also the resource center. So if the community can use their creativity to generate some profit, such as they can create some art and craft, so they can generate and also help the community there. So this is the ground floor plan, and this is the community plaza. So there is the opportunity for the community to sell and buy all kinds of foods in front of the house. So this is the promenade for the community to do some recreational, such as cycling and jogging area. And this is there is also the opportunity to do the outdoor food truck area for the at the community plaza. And this is the 5th floor plan, because for my case study, the sky podium is very interesting, because we're doing all the necessary activities for the communities at the upper part of the house, which is I provide at the 5th floor plan, because at the ground floor and also the rooftop, we can utilize all the social interactions by make it more public access. So this is the community edible gardens of the house. And this is the playground for the communities at the areas. And this is the edible garden cafe, so they can use all the plants that has been grown at this cafe. And this is the sky podium, such as we can have like a basketball court for the community to do some kinds of sport activities. And this is the rooftop sky park. So the community can sell their handmade products of arts and crafts, such as like kind bazaar, and also they can also doing some studies at this area, and with the view of the Kuala Lumpur city skyline. And the sky bridge will connect the 3 blocks of the sky village by using the sky bridge through horizontally. I would like to end my presentation by a short videos. So basically, this is how I imagine the Sky Village will look like in the future. That can help the communities, especially the low-cost amenities, and actually this is more towards affordable housing kinds of project. That's all from me. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Noorfarhana. Very interesting design on the tropical high-rise design on residential development. Now, we would like to extend our gratitude to our today's sponsor, Suzuka Corp Malaysia Sdn Bhd, for their generous support for the event. We are pleased to invite their representative, Ms. Farisha, to come forward and share with us about their product. Please join me to welcome them.
Hi, afternoon everyone. My name is Farisha. I am the Project Specification and Sales Executive from Suzuka. So today I will present the company and also the products offer. Okay, let's go through the video of our company. This is our factory located at Meru, Klang. So we also have HQ in front of the factory itself. So we are mainly focused for wall finishings, special wall finishings. And of course, we have products for exterior and also for interior. We are the manufacturer, meaning we produce our own products basically. So this is all the process, the packaging and everything is come from our in-house production facilities. So we have a few types of wall finishing products such as textured coating, wall panels, textured paint and also brick and stone veneer. Alright, so I hope you guys are quite familiar with us already. Maybe some of you guys have been visiting our factory before. So just for you guys' information, Suzuka has been established since 46 years, which is about 1997 years ago. So we have been localized in Malaysia, and basically we have manufacturing facilities in Malaysia, Thailand and also Taiwan. Okay, so we also exporting our products in global. So we comply to ISO certification as well. Okay, this is some of the green certification we have, such as CRIM, Singapore Green Label and LEED. Right, this is some of the certification as the supporting document if you require. Alright, so if you are around, maybe want to see our actual products, want to touch and experience our products, you are welcome to our showroom. Okay, our main showroom is actually located at Klang. Alright, and then our second showroom is at the Mohd Kiara. This is basically a showroom, a studio unit showroom. Alright, so the rest is our dealer showroom. Okay, this is the showroom at Petaling Jaya. And then our showroom at JB. Our showroom at Mohd Kiara. Alright, and this is some of the brands we have worked with before. And some of the retail shop. Maybe you guys went to Coffee Bean, Zeus and so on. So we actually work with them together to provide the special wall finishes lah. And also JKR. We basically work with JKR also for certain project, especially at Putrajaya. Okay, so this is our products offer. Basically, we have three types. We have products such as coating, wall panel, and also brick and stone veneer. Okay, this is the coating series. We actually have a few series under the coating itself. So we have Strato, Monocrete, Multicolor, Modena coating, textured coating. We actually have a lot. So this is some of it. Strato mainly for interior purpose, for interior usage. Okay, this is the collection we have. Cement textured, more to like matte and finish, more to like matte finish. Strato velours. This is the cement textured collection. This is how we apply our special paint. We also have Verosa, which work as a lime paint products. This is Strato linen, something more to like single tone but have rough texture. We have Strato satin as well. Strato metallic merino, which is the finishes looks a bit like a fabric with shimmering and pearl finishes. We have Strato metallic organza also. Okay, we have two types of application here, trowel and also piccolo. Okay, part of that we also have cashmere. Strato taffeta. This is the video of application. I mean like how we apply the cement paint. First we use the primer, and then second we do sanding process. After that we use trowel to apply the textured coat. Right, so it will be like a random pattern on the wall basically. And then we do sanding again. This one is optional process lah. And then last but not least, we cover it with a top coat. So the top coat will protect the walls from stain and fungus or mold, basically. Alright, so the second one is the process how to make the Strato linen. Very simple process. Just a 2 layer of the primer first. and then we use special roller to create the texture on the walls basically. Yeah, so this is the last finishes lah. So this one basically the surface preparation is very straightforward. We just need you to have the skim coat and also the white paint as the surface preparation lah. Alright, so just now all the products are for interior. So if you're looking something for exterior, you can consider this series, which is monocrete. So basically the concept is like cement textured paint, right? And if you are looking something for wall panels, you can consider this PU stone or Akistra. This is the products. We show you how we install the Akistra. This one is a lightweight product because it's just a PU stone basically. So we plan out the layout and then we just cut accordingly and stick it on the wall using special adhesive. So the layout will be two type of layout. You can either make it uniform, or it can be a seamless layer also. We can remove the joint line over the walls also. Right? So this is the features, right? Basically just PU stone products. And this is the series, the design we have for now. Okay, ACH11, this is the colors we have. Yeah, the top coat, the granite on top of the PU stone. So if you're looking for something more bulky, maybe looks more 3D, so this is the options. ACH20, yeah, this is the range of the colors. And this is how it looks on the wall basically. Alright. Okay. So we have two type installation, which is standard installation, layout by one, or seamless installation. This is how it's looked for seamless installation. We remove all the joint line. Yeah. So you can do it DIY also, you can do it mixed installation also. You can have different outlook. Yeah. So apart from PU stone, we also have wall panel, which is, we call it cast panel. This one is mostly looks like concrete effect wall panel. Okay, so the features is very quick and easy on installation because this one is prefabricate from our factory. So basically, we just use the nail gun and the special adhesive to install on the wall. Yeah, we have two types actually. We have cast panel, which is something like a tiles like that, and we also have ECES. This one is a coating process. So the ECES works the best for exterior and also for high area. Yeah. So this is the textured coating. We have three types for textured coating. We have magic granite, stony granite, and also ceramic coat. This product actually works like weather shield basically. But they have mica and also golden flake to make it more enhanced and visible in terms of texture. So this is the suitable surface: concrete, wood, mortar, gypsum basically. We just use spray gun lah to apply the granite. This is some of the project reference locally and also overseas. This is Putrajaya using our top coat and our textured coating. This project I think have been completed somewhere around 8 years already. Yeah, same goes to this Menara Usahawan and JPN. They're all using our textured coating. Alright, part of that we also have granulite. This is the process, similar to the previous one, but this one have different texture and also different finishes. So most of our product we protect by using our top coat. Yeah. So this is the two types, and this is the advantage in terms of installation, very fast and very less on maintenance. Features, and this is some of the special coating we have. Alright, we have more series. Actually, we are available. Most of the series is in our website and also in our catalogs. Okay. So this special effect can be interior and also for exterior basically. This is the ECS. I think I already highlight just now. Okay, we have a type of the ECS, also timber pattern. We also have jumbo spray tile in house. Okay, a few type, head cut, standard, and yeah, you can apply with a sheet on top. Okay, and then we have brick veneer collection. This is our signature product, BK31. Looks like original stone. We have BL series, BK41 series, BQ, SPASI. Yeah, so this one also quick on installation and very less on maintenance. Also same goes to the stone veneer collection. Yeah, this is some of the collection we have in house. We also provide the samples, loose sample or maybe sample board if you require, if you need to see. So you guys can reach us. We are here today. You guys can get our name card to get all the samples or maybe catalogs for you guys review. So I will end my session here. We are here out of the hall, and if you guys needs anything from us, can just let us know. Yeah, thank you for today.
Thank you, our sponsor, for the wonderful sharing on the product. Now, I know everyone is looking forward to our actual talk today, but I just want to do some small promotion on our upcoming events. Can we flash it up? I'm very happy to share with every one of you here, Datum KL 2025. We have confirmed our speaker for Datum KL, which will be happening on July 25th and 26th. At the same time, this is going to be held in Datum KL in KLCC. At the same time, we will also have other series of Datum GBI, Datum LAMP PAM, Datum Government, Datum Plus, and other events that you can find the details in CLAF and also PAM website. So just a shout out for everyone. If you want to get your early bird promotion, and again, our usual 10 packs group discount, do it now, because we have this special promotion for you to get your special payment. At the same time, we will have dual event happening for this special year, where we will have architects in MyTech. At the same time, we will provide shelter for you to go to KLCC. So this year is a special event that we have 2 venues, and for Datum also will be in 2 venues. Only the Datum KL is located in the KLCC. So this is a small promotion for you to take note. We have Snowheta, and we also have met architects who come all the way to Malaysia to give talk. So stay tuned and do sign up for our talk on this upcoming July. Next, last but not least, going back to our main agenda today, we are very happy to have 2 young architects from Indonesia. SPASI architects, led by architect Clifford and architect Yoda, born in Surabaya, and they founded SPASI architects, both graduate from the architecture program at Petra Christian University in year 2012. Architect Clifford began his career at Ara Studio and later joined Paulos Architect in Surabaya, while architect Yoda started his journey in Bali with Pati Bali and Inspira Architects, combining both diverse experience and mutual appreciation for different design approach. They established SPASI Architect in year 2017, focusing on creating spaces that transcend specific styles and instead of celebrating essence of architecture itself. SPASI Architects works on a variety of projects ranging from residential in Surabaya and Bali all the way to commercial spaces like cafe, restaurant, and etc. These projects emphasize on the thoughtful design and a deep appreciation for the architecture space. Without further ado, let us welcome architect Clifford to share us his wonderful architecture journey from Indonesia.
Check. Check. Okay. Thank you to all the guys that have come here. Let me introduce myself again. I'm Clifford from Indonesia, from Surabaya to be exact. I'm coming with my partner here, Yoda. We are from SPASI Architects. So yeah, that side is me, then this side is Yoda. We are the principals of SPASI Architects from Surabaya. Yeah, for your information, like Surabaya is like 2-hour flights from Jakarta and like half an hour flight from Bali lah. It's in East Java for your information. Oops, see. Yeah, as Rin have explained, like we work on so many various projects type, like from residential, this few of our residential projects, and from private residential project, so from small size like this one, from small size to large size of housing, and we also work on various commercial projects from resorts like to cafe, restaurants, beauty salons, and etc. As our name SPASI is like have the same root as space, so we appreciate space despite of our different approach of design from me and Yoda. So we have a topic that that has been assigned to us. It's tropicality, but here I want to share with you guys. I want to share like tropicality, especially in commercial space. Tropicality in residential is like a common thing. Yeah, in house we need windows, we need natural light, natural air, and etc. But in commercial space, is it really contextual? And is it really applicable? The question is like commercial space is mostly, this is the stereotype. I think it is the same as I explore KL with Yoda also. Most of the commercial space like, yeah, let's say like cafe, restaurant, and else, it's all mostly dominated by indoor area. It is all air conditioned. So is there any tropicality in it, or that's just we need to surrender to the demand of the customer? So we want to learn from the past, like before the aircon itself is invented, how the commercial building survived back then. Anyone know this building? Yeah, it's from Indonesia. It's in Central Java. Anyone know? Maybe. We are colonized by Dutch back then. This one is Lawang Sewu. Lawang Sewu means thousandth door. It is in Semarang. In Semarang, Central Java, Indonesia. Maybe you can Google that. We're not gonna like doing a design review or something about this, but despite of it is so famous for its like horror story or haunting story and else, but you don't need to Google about that. But this building have like so many great feature as a colonial building, as we as we said. So, but why don't we learn from traditional building? Like Indonesia, maybe you will ask like Indonesia have so many traditional architecture, but why don't you learn from the traditional architecture? You have so many traditional houses. But yeah, actually, we live in Surabaya and we have so many colonial building in there in Surabaya, and we can really touch the building. We can have hands-on experience in the building, and they are still operating, and we can learn a lot about that. We can learn how, like the Holland, like the Dutch architect back then, make the building cool and make the building like livable with that kind of climate in Surabaya. Yeah, maybe like a quick review of Lawang Sewu. It used to be a railway office in colonial era. Yeah, it have so many horror stories. You can search about that. But despite of that, it's very beautiful, and it have a great tropicality system in it. Yeah, maybe if you Google it, you can find the blueprints. Yeah, but maybe like a quick review for the building. Like they got a nice position of courtyard. That we can see the composition of the building. It had courtyard in the center. Okay, thanks. Sorry. It also have like high ceiling with ventilation up there. The Povenle, like the ventilation and for natural light. It got like breathable roof, so it got like ventilation up there for the roof, so the roof will release the heat up there. And it's also got water infiltration system in like below the building. It's underground actually. Maybe if I put it into like a diagram, it would be like this. Like it got the heat release system up there with the breathable roof and high ceiling, so the heat will go up and be blown by the wind. And they got cross ventilation. Maybe this is like a common thing also in all of our architectural treatment. And also the water infiltration brings the rainwater from outside to inside the building. Firstly, it was made to like countering the flood. So Semarang is like the Semarang contour is more like a pool. So like this building is like almost in the center of the pool. So the architects back then, I forgot whose name. The Dutch architect back then, is like making this underground water infiltration system to be the like to store the rainwater, so it will not burdening the city sewer system. And also he let the water sink in them, let the water like infiltrate the ground, so it also brings the cool air to the building, so it become like the passive cooling system also. And it is done in like the colonial era. It is so crazy. So so the system is like for the building itself, and also it got the urban context in it. So from all the factors that we have learned from the Lawang Sewu, from the like colonial building, now we have like we got the hands-on experience for ourselves, because we finally and got like two kind of projects that use old building that we have to refurbish into a new building. Like we usually call that adaptive reuse. We're gonna present like two buildings, but I'm not gonna review that deep, because maybe we're gonna focus like in the tropicality, like we applied in our design. The one is called the mir. The mir means ants. Mir means ants. It like the Dutch, the Holland language. The mir. It's like a colonial building from like 1930-ish, and one is Lestari. It should be Lestari with E, but the branding like removing the E. I don't know why. It's Lestari. Lestari old is also an old house, but not from colonial era. It's still from 1980-ish. It's like, yeah, just an old building, but with colonial housing wisdom. So we relearn about the tropicality. So we try to keep the tropicality that has been applied in the building, so that the colonial building has the great tropicality system already, the Demir one. So we try to keep with the tropicality that has been applied. We adjust it to the nowness. We adaptive reuse the building to another function, that which is, yeah, long story short, we are also like suggesting the function to the owner that, yeah, maybe this building can be a cafe, maybe this building can be a co-working space or guest house or something. So we, yeah, like become the business planner also for them. And we try to be cool, like cool as in cool and cool as in cool air, like with the old school tropicality. So, yeah. This is the finished building of both. This one is Demier, this one is Lestari. Yeah, it's both in Surabaya. They, all of the design have like, we had like intense dialogue with the clients, intense dialogue in function, in budgeting, in construction, and what to keep and not to keep. So we have so intense in dialogue in both of the project. So we are not just designing is not just like creating something spectacular, like creating something boom. It's like we would like it to be deep. We would like to have dialogue with our clients in all of our project. And these two projects is like we have very intense dialogue about the building and the design itself. And both like semi-restoration and infill design. We like keep maybe like 60 to 70% of the existing building, and we add some modern touch to the design. This is the existing building of the Demier. It is supposed to be like a building from 19 and 30, but as we can see here, maybe if you following the history of architecture, this canopy is surely not from 19 and 30s. It's like, it feels like, yeah, from 70s or from 80s. So it must be like a add-on from the owner to counter the rain or something. So while we, yeah, as I said that, like we are doing the forensic for the building as we enter the building. All of our like project that is an adaptive reuse project, we always do like that. Like we are reading the elements like, oh no, this is not the original, this is an add-on. Oh, that's the original. It must be like this. It's supposed to be there. It's what like we are doing the forensic like detective in the existing building. This is the interior. You can see the original interior, like it have high ceiling, and the bovenleaf is still there. The bovenleaf. This is the original owner, the madam. It also like have, this building is also, if we see the both building, we can say that this building is built after this one because it got like different details of bovenleaf here. So we can say that this is not the original. So we decide in our design, we decide to demolish this building because this is just like a service building. But the corridor here is nice because it create a wind tunnel, actually. So we keep this kind of configuration in our design. The backyard is also, we clear up the add-on building. Now we can see the existing building of the Lestari is not really that old. Yeah, this is the interior also have like the same kind of wisdom, like the high ceiling, the bovenlift. It also have backyard. The Demir also have, Lestari have, Lawang Sewu have. Like that was the wisdom of Tropicality from past. This is the backyard. Also, this is we at first we want to like demolish this one, but because of budget concern, like we got an idea how to keep this building to be like used. And let's see the visual at the next slide. So the wisdom that we relearn from both of these adaptive reuse projects are, there are courtyard, there are always courtyard and cross ventilation. That's all like sounds like obsolete Tropicality factor. Yeah, the diagram is kinda same like the Lawang Sewu one. It got high ceiling, breathable roof, etc., etc. The cross ventilation, blah blah blah. Yeah, this is the finished one of Demir. So we keep the original building, and as I said that the canopy is like the add-on one, so we decide to put it off and put some new canopy and put some new building. And it is, the original brief is to make a cafe, but I think the cafe is gonna be too big, so we decide to propose like, how about you create some guest house and the clients accept it. So this is the additional building function as guest house. So if you guys go to Surabaya, please stay here. I'm promoting. Nah, this is also, we keep the original. The windows are used to be paint in like oil paint. It is so thick, the paint is so thick, so we cannot like use thinner to remove, to like paint removal to remove the paint, because it is already repaint like, yeah, maybe like so much, so the paint is so thick, so we have to like grind over the window to show the natural color of the wood. So in this building, we decide to have like code, like the black color is gonna be our add-on, and the original will be keep in its original color. This is the, yeah, we keep the ceiling, we keep the bovenlift. Actually, this space is air-conned, but thanks to COVID, like when COVID comes, like people people getting conscious of health, because like healthy space is more required after the COVID. Like I need to say thanks to COVID because of that. And this cafe is was open in 2020 also in the COVID era. So this one is one of cafe that is allowed to have crowd in it because it have good ventilation. We can open this door. Maybe in the next slide will be clearer. Yeah, this is the service corridor I said, that acting as a wind tunnel, and the hotel aisle. This one is access for the hotel. We use like Boros facade. Yeah, the mere means ants, like we collaborate with our friend that is product design. This is like mimicking the ant's nest, the lamp for the chandelier. Yeah, we keep the old courtyard functioning as it was. We let the water infiltrate to reducing the temperature. Now, you can see in this picture, we can open this door and open this door. This one is new by us. That one is the original. This is the courtyard. and we use the this is the safety stair, the fire stair actually, and we open this to have like airflow. So when the COVID comes, usually all the cafe or all the indoor cafe are not gonna open, but this cafe is allowed to open by government because it have like great like good ventilation, so it considered safe for COVID. And this one is Lestari when it's finished. Yeah, actually the ceiling is originally this height, but we decide to have it more. So like we open the existing ceiling to to let the ceiling be even more higher. And it used to be like a small door, but now we decide to make it like a huge pivot door, so we can even have like great cross ventilation from the front to the backyard, to the courtyard back back there. Why this place is also aircon? You can see there's aircon here, but this place is owned by like event organizer for concert actually. So they want to help like concert also here, like a mini concert or something, like for a rock band or something, or acoustic band. So they want to have this place is also be comfortable for crowd. So we decide to like make this cross ventilation, so the air gonna be nicer for the crowd also. We keep the courtyard and keep its original purpose as the air outlet, but we repurpose the function so they can like having a seat there back then in the courtyard. And also we are raising the level of the courtyard. Usually the courtyard will be like lower than the original building, like the floor plan, in the indoor plan. But we decide to like raise the level of the courtyard. This is the drone shot. We are raising the courtyard so we can have like a unique experience here, where we are standing here. We can see the gutter, we can see the roof, and even so because we cannot demolish the back building, the rear building, so we decide to raise this so the airflow gonna flow through the customer also, so they can experience the windy experience in the courtyard. Maybe I'll show you the diagram in the next slide. And also, both of the building, like Demier and this one, Lestari, them both are lower. The building is about not really lower, but almost the same level as the street level. So the water, when it's rain, it's like have a risk to flooding. And in this project, we decide to, if you saw back then in the slides, we put gravels all around the courtyard. Maybe some says like it's like the style now, like the genre now. Usually the coffee shop have like gravel floor or something, but this is not just for the style, but the drainage are expected to be flooded. We expect it to be flooded because because it's even lower than the city sewer. So we are like letting water also infiltrate through the garden and the gravel. So this is used to be like a terrace for the old house. We decide to drill so many holes on the terrace tiles, drill so many holes here, and all around the courtyard. It used to be like terrazzo tiles, if you know. and we decided to like spread the gravel all through the terrace. So the water, if the water flooded here, it can still be infiltrated down there. Yeah. Fortunately, it never really flooded until the indoor area, but the flood here, the water here is fast to infiltrate the ground. So the diagram would be like this. The Demier one have like a back air outlet, as I explained in the fire stair. And this one we cannot have like back air outlet, so we decide to raise the courtyard so the customer can feel the airflow there. And this one we can infiltrate more water in the gravel also. Now we have tried an on-hand experience to adaptive reusing a building that have Tropicality has applied in it. Now, how about we design from scratch? Can we apply the Tropicality? Is it still relevant, the Tropicality that we have learned from the Dutch colonial building or the old building from 80s? Is it still relevant? Can we be cool with old school Tropicality? I would like to review this building like in parallel. I will not go too deep onto these buildings, but these are our projects. These are all cafes. One in Bali, Umalas maybe if you want to Google it. One in Surabaya, and one in Mojokerto. Surabaya and Mojokerto both in East Java, but Bali, yeah, Bali, you know Bali, right? Bali is not Indonesia, maybe. They all have like this context. They have large site area, more than 600 square meters. To convert it to square feet, maybe it's like, maybe I need to Google it. Sorry. Can anyone convert this to square feet? 6,000 square feet. Okay, thank you. Yeah, it got large site area, more than like 6,000 square feet. Like, and yeah, almost all commercial projects are limited on budget. It is all like all clients gonna say to us, we have limited budget. Yeah, like literally. I want to convert it to ringgit. I have done the research thanks to AI. I hope ChatGPT doesn't lie to me. Maybe I cannot compare this budget to ours because it is mentioned is for urban areas. Maybe it's KL, but our projects are in the like Surabaya is more like second city lah for Indonesia. So maybe we can compare it to like the rural areas, maybe like equivalent to square meters. Yeah, I don't know if this number is right. Is this right? Can someone confirm it? Nah, we are limited to no more than 2,000 ringgit per square meters for all these three buildings. If you can see, we spend no more than 200 ringgits per square meters for all this building on 6,000 square feet site land area. And they demand to have lower operational cost. Yeah, because the all of our projects, the three projects are in the like low spending area, so they have to sell like low cost product. So they have to lower their operational cost. So this is like we try to strategize how to build with that limited budget, but we have to like giving us the best and give the client the best experience they can have for the building. Maybe the easier one is like we have like this irregular side, like this one. It's like trapezium. Usually we can just like offset the building as the to make some green space, and we extrude the building, and the building will be this massive, and it will cost much. So we decide to like reduce the indoors. So we just have like maybe the indoor is like just 10% of the site area. So we reduce the indoor, but we maximize the shelter. So we make the shelter so big, but the indoor so small to strategize the budget. From this strategy, there is some question. Is tropicality always about roof? Like, yeah, all of your buildings are got massive roofs there. Is tropicality is about roof? Yeah, but it's supposed to be not. It's not supposed to be like always about roof. We also have like this kind of design. This is a residential. It have tropicality value in it. It got cross ventilation. It got courtyard also. Courtyard like inner courtyard. No courtyard with no rain. This one, like, and we also have like this is an office design. It also have like courtyard, cross ventilation, all the tropicality value, but it doesn't have always about the roof. But why we present all those massive roofs building? Usually, building will be consist of roof, ceiling, wall, windows, doors, windows, openings, and floors. Usually all the buildings will have these elements. It all costs us. Yeah, I read this is rupiah, yeah. It will all cost us. All the elements, all cost is ching, 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 ching. It's money, money, money. But we propose an idea to our clients. How about we remove some elements to reduce some cost, but we have the same quality. So we decided to remove it all. How about we work with just massive roof with so minimal indoor? So we work on tropicality in this, but actually the client won't care shit about tropicality. All they care is there was like 4 rupiahs, yeah, now just 2, okay. You can save my budget, so that's good. Let's go. Okay. Not because not all the project have a fortune of budget, but we architects still need to deliver its maximum potential. We cannot just renting. My client doesn't have budget. Blah blah blah. No, we decide to like, yeah, let's go crazy. How about we remove all this shit. Sorry. Okay, this one is in Bali. Also, we have like the reason we make the large shelter is the tourists there is also love the sun. So we like make the roof so they can shelter below the roof, but the tourists don't really love the aircon situation also. So this is contextual. And the large shelter, with this composition, the large shelter must compensate as the facade. So we don't really have facade in here. The roof is the facade. So we don't have budget because we don't have budget for facade. So we make the roof as the facade. Yeah, it's also done in our project, this Akaya Eatery in Surabaya. We also here, again, we don't have budget for facade, so we make the roof as the facade. And also here, this project, smaller project. So we also used the wisdom back then about ceiling height and cross ventilation. So we make like the high ceiling so the heat can go up, and the cross opening. And in this Bali project, we make the seating like terracering, maybe like the paddy field, because it is facing the paddy field also. So we like mirroring the paddy field here, and we following the contour, so we don't have too many groundworks here. And it is also done here, like we let the heat go up. And in this project, we make like a big opening here, facing like empty plot. We have bigger opening and smaller opening here, so we let the air current to flow to the opposite side. So like we try to consciously manage the air current here. And this one is also the project, the macadamia project. We also maintaining the wind tunnel effect in the building. And also in this, we also try to apply the wisdom we also got from Lawang Sewu back then. The colonial building is the water infiltration that is pretty much helping to reduce the temperature of the environment, and also lessening the city sewer burden. So here we are letting the water in the ground. It also helps to reduce the environment temperature, and also let the natural elements to come in with the customer. Oh yeah. This one, so we like making hole here, then there, so the rain can come in. And also in this project in Surabaya, we are making like dialogue with the adjacent plot, like the empty plot right beside our site, and it is like maybe most likely will not be used like in the long time. So it got like many plants, like wild plants there, but the good side is like it have lower temperature, so we can get some fresh air here flowing through our building. And also we also make some, let the water to infiltrate our building also. And this one and this project, maybe this is one of our most budget project, but we have like strategy that is work for this project. And we have even more massive water infiltration plan in this project. But why? But why this project have like so massive water infiltration plan, not like the other project? This maybe I wanna explain a bit about this project. This plot, this land is like about 60 centimeters under the street level. All the green is like about under the street, like 60 centimeters or 80 centimeters. This is the road. The gray in the diagram is the road. It also have like existing tree also. Yeah, the plot is like this. This is the street. It doesn't really have like sewer. It doesn't really have the drainage system from the city. Yeah, it's not even a city also. It is like a remote city from Surabaya. And this is the like plot in front of our site. When it's raining, this photo is taken while it's after rain. So the water gonna stay there like a marsh like this, like for about 3 to 4 days. And it is always like in this level, never really flood to the street. This picture is site there. The water never really enter the street, so the water like infiltrate the land here. So we propose to, how about land filling the site. Usually we think about when we got land that is lower than the street level, we usually think that, oh, we should landfill this so it is like even same or higher than the street level, so the water can flow to the sewer and blah blah blah. But how much would it cost the landfill? Because all of the land is like lower from the street level. So we decide to, how about we cut the center of the building, like even the site, like even lower, like about maybe 1 meter or more from the street level. We cut it even more and we fill it to the perimeter. So the white in the diagram is now even with the street. But how we get the land, we get the soil to landfill, we get the soil from here. We are creating like lake, like a man-made lake in the center of the site. So we also make the building like have minimal footprint, so the water is just like gonna collect it in the center, in the man-made lake there. And the water, it's look like this. The original land is like about here or here. I about forgot, maybe here. And you can see like the faded paint or coating is reaching here. This is the water level, usually the water level after the rain. Maybe the picture is a bit blurry, but when it's raining, it create like lake. It create like a pool, reflecting pool, like in the center of the building. So it got like poetry of the reflection here, and we also like have water infiltration system that is reducing the temperature of the environment, and we also not burdening the city sewer. We are letting the water infiltrate our site. So it's sustainable, it's tropical, it's green, and the most important, it's cheap. That's the most important thing. Yeah, this one is like when it's all raining, the rain has finished and the water is stay there, like this. So this is the only one cafe in Mojokerto in Mojokerto that have pond inside of the cafe, even though it's temporary. Yeah, what have we tried back then? It's like we tried the building to keep it small and lean. We tried to have the large shading. We have tried the high ceiling. We tried the water infiltration. We tried to have minimal groundworks. We tried minimal building footprints. It is all like obsolete. It is all like sounds obsolete factor of tropicality. It's like obsolete strategy of tropicality. We all have heard that. Do we have to really invent something new in tropicality? Don't we all already knew what to do? It's not like we really need something new. What we need is something new, how to convey the idea, in my opinion. We don't need to really create something rocket science thing about tropicality. We don't have to make it so complicated. We can learn just from the past. Maybe we can just learn from our own house that maybe don't pass from our grandfather or grandfather. We can learn from that and apply that to our design for now. And how to convey that to client? Back in our projects, we doesn't really say to our client that your building gonna have like water infiltration system, your building gonna have cross ventilation, your building will be sustainable, your building is tropical. They don't care about that. What they care is about it's cheap. it is cheap, it's easily construct, and it doesn't burden my electricity bill. It got natural light. So I don't have to turn on the lamp for all day. It got natural air. So I don't have to buy aircon. I don't have to pay for the bill for the aircon. That's all they care. They don't care about water infiltration, cross ventilation, sustainability, blah blah blah. They don't care about that. But yeah, that's how we approach our client. We called it like, we are still so young to make like this is our design statement or something. This is maybe this is our design statement for now lah. We are still in our 30s, so maybe we can like summarize our kind of approach to this word: empathetic, progressive. So we try to be empathetic to our clients. We need to understand what the clients want. We need to understand what the clients need. But we also need to be progressive. What's progressive? Maybe I will not explain it too much, but for us, progressive is for us. We need to understand what we want. We also need to understand what we need. So we don't just following what she want, what they want, what our client want. We need to also know what we want to do with our design. We need to keep progressive. Even though we are using like the obsolete strategy or something, but we need to know what we are gonna be, what we are gonna do with this building, what will this building will do in the future, and etc. and etc. But we need to skip the empathy. Yeah, we are the profession that make trophy out of our clients' money. Yeah. That's the reality. It's always our clients' money. We are creating a trophy using their money. So we need to know what they want. We need to know what they need. And sometimes architects and clients have different perspective about project's value. Like I was explaining back then. Maybe we care about sustainability and tropicality and blah blah blah. All they care is budget. All they care is cheap. All they care is lower maintenance. And yeah, maybe you all know about that. We also work on, any other context. We work on like resorts in Highland. We also work, villa and blah, blah, blah. We have so many contexts that maybe tropicality is not, tropicality is not genre. It's not our genre. Tropicality should be our mindset. It is just one way to reach our purpose in design. We are not gonna take green or tropicality as our genre of design. It is all should be in our mindset. So in our design, it has already in our mindset. So quality of space and resource efficiency can be aligned by embracing the context. It is all by the context, and in our terms, in our climate, in our clients. Now it's about tropicality. So that's all from me, Clifford, from SPASI Architects. Thank you for time. Sitting here? Okay.
Can you put the slide though? All right, we are going to our Q&A session. Feel free to ask question by scanning the QR code and key in the question. We give our speaker some time to have a break. You can have your water. All right, thanks, architect, for the wonderful sharing session. I think it's very enlightening. It's very happy to have a young architect from Indonesia to really share with us small project that is happening in Indonesia, particularly in Surabaya. We have go through the portfolio, and when we actually do the curation for design lecture series, we always wanted to find some architect that is young and upcoming, and it's very relevant to what Malaysian architect is doing. I believe not everyone is doing high rises or big building. So sometimes small project that is really focusing on what Asian or what Malaysia or Indonesia, like you mentioned, tropical design is very important. Can you just tell us a bit while waiting others to answer, particularly on the project, the one that you have the lag? I think when when Malaysian architect wanted to do a cafe or hospitality or commercial project, telling client, why not you build a new hostel? Why not you do a leg to generate income? That would be a bit more challenging to convince them. So how do you come up with this concept to tell them, adding in more building program would help you generate income? How do you come up with these ideas?
Okay. This maybe will not be an architect thing. So all of our commercial project usually started with a business plan, like mostly. We are talking about the business plan that the client have. How many seats do you want? Like, what kind of food do you want to sell? What kind of customer do you expect to come to your cafe? Like, is it students or is it professional? Is it for meeting? Is it for blah blah blah, or is it gonna be fancy or else and blah blah blah? And from that kind of info, we are creating the program. Maybe as we have explained before, like our firm, like SPASI, is focusing on space. So we are so focusing on the space on the program, for the building program, and the form is just the consequences of the space that we have created by the program inside. So we always started with program, and the program it's come from for commercial, it's like mostly from the business plan. So if they don't have the business plan, sometimes we become the business planner, and we cannot charge more for that. But there's also some clients that maybe getting intimidated because being questioned so much about their business plan, so they leave us and maybe they look for another architect that can like following their needs. No, that's not needs, their wants. So what they want, that just following what they want. But that's fine, because that kind of client will not create like a lively building, like a good design. So just let them go.
Thank you. I think it's very relevant to some of us here, especially when you shared it. When we are architect, we are not just doing building design. We have to look or do more extra work, like extra research to really understand the user, the demography of what the business model working about. Talking about the project that you mentioned just now, a lot of people want to ask this question, which is I also want to ask. I love rent, like some of them, Sam. When you have building built on top of the so-called infiltration, and then you build on top of the temporary leg, I'm sure a lot of clients or even the people who come to the cafe, they will ask, what happens if there's a mosquito, How do you maintain? What happens if there's no rain? What happens if there's water? I'm sure you will receive this kind of question. So how do you tackle this kind of question? And is your design able to address this kind of question?
In the projects that we present, actually, like the case is mostly because it's a refurbished house, like adaptive reuse. So we cannot really elevate everything. That's why we have to adapt the surrounding context, like the new building, to function well. So how do we do it? It's by making the intricate details, like the drainage, like the gutter, the old roof gutter and the new one has to be connected, and when it overflows, where does it goes, and how to make the water not as steady. So we tackle it by making intricate details that probably cost some, but it will help in the long run.
So on top of this, what is your client thoughts on this temporary pond? Does it make it as a new feature, you know, to attract more visitors? Is that one of your selling point on that?
Yeah.
Yeah. But we don't expect it to be that beautiful. And maybe to add some to Yoda answer also, as you see our designs, we like rarely use glass. Maybe if you see, like the one also, maybe can we get back to the slides, maybe, operator? Please, can we get back to the slides? We like minimalize the usage of glass also in our commercial design that have budget. So maybe this haven't been slide. Okay. 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 It's what for? Sorry. This one, if you see the Akaya one, the middle, the cafe in the middle, you see the box. You see the horizontal box down there. It is like glass. Maybe it's like fluted glass, but it's not. It is polycarbonate. We try to reduce the budget, even so we need like. Also, we use the material that aging beautifully, that can be left unmaintained to lower the maintenance, but it is still good looking. Like we use natural material like cement. We use bricks. We use wood. We use textured paint. Maybe like the Suzuka just presented. We use the beautifully aged material.
I think it's a very brilliant idea when you mention, you know, you have a limited budget on the facade and then you bring the roof all the way to the wall as a facade. So I think Indonesia and Malaysia is similar where you have very hot weather. Have you have any additional consideration when you design so-called facade or roof like this? Is there any additional insulation or anything that you would think everyone, if they come to design like this, should take note on?
Actually, the insulation would cost more, So we don't use the insulation, and we actually depends on the airflow. So we like design the ceiling like very high, so we can depends on the airflow to let the heat come out. So in almost all of our project, we doesn't really use extra insulation on the roof.
Yeah, and to add a little bit, I just discussed with Clifford this morning, like the projects that we shown in the three projects that we shown here. Any back? Oh, yeah, this one we used. Coincidentally, we used 3 different materials for the roof in each project, depending on the availability and the client's budget. I think the coolest one should be the double layered one. The first one, the TGC, is asphalt roof, so it has so many layers that it helps the heat insulation, and also I think to maximize the airflow itself.
All right, thanks for sharing your little details with us on how you do it. By just having higher ceiling and then cross ventilation, somehow it is actually work by seeing this. I hope I have a time to visit this one of these cafe to experience it. I'll let you know the feedback. Now we have a few questions on the ground on related to your company as well. Everyone see you as a young architect. Do you have any architecture philosophy in your practice so far? Even though just now you mentioned you don't really have, but how would you think, as a young architect or as an architecture designer, considering quite a new generation in the world or not only Indonesia, how would you think you would create your own architecture? People know, oh, this is SPASI. People know this is your style. How do you think you will move forward from here?
Hard question to answer. It's too philosophical. Yeah, maybe as I mentioned that we doesn't really decide what's our philosophy of design, so I cannot really answer that. I only maybe I will just refer to our phrase back then, the empathetic progressive architecture. Maybe that's what we have true from the start of our firm until now. It is like the crystallization of our treatment in design, how we process the information from the clients, how we process that information to our teams, how we discuss that in our office. So maybe, yeah, for now, maybe that's our philosophy. That is the empathetic and progressive architecture.
Yeah, I think in the practice, what's the most important thing that we always do is discussion. So when the client come to us with a brief, sometimes they make a point, or they just talk, or sometimes they just send a message like text message. We always ask more and more and in-depth question, and if we sometimes consult also with like the staff, probably if the client have a business, what they struggle with in what they already have, and we collect all those information and bring it to our team. We always do like discussion with the whole office so we stay relevant with the younger thinking and the things that they might see that we haven't seen. So it will create more perspective, like to approach on each project too. And on the long run, like with the contractor too, with the operational team, we also do discussions.
Yeah, maybe to add some about the young architects thing. We shall admit that the youngster, yeah, we still count us as young, yeah, ever young. The weakness of youngsters is we are lacking of experience that is owned by the elders. We are not like the opposite, yeah, but we shall admit that the youngsters are lacking in experience, but the youngsters are more innovative. We are braver because we doesn't really know the consequences. We can just go push to the limit because just because we are stupid. Just because we are stupid, we doesn't really care about there's a hole, there's a wall, there's something, blah, blah, blah. We just hit it, bam. And maybe we found something new, maybe we don't. But that's okay. We're still young. Go crazy, go stupid.
Right, thank you so much. Dare to dream, yeah. So we have a last question from the floor. This one also very philosophical, but I hope maybe you can somehow answer this question.
My head is kind of hot now.
How do you envision Indonesian cities or even your city in 20 or 30 years from now in terms of tropical habitability or design? Maybe you can take one of your project as example, or how do you think you can move forward with this kind of trend? Because you have been showing us all your project, right? And it seems like all the project having same brief, lowest budget and easy to build, right? So I'm sure you would know how to move forward on this one?
Let us think a bit, yeah. This is hard to answer. Maybe you have an answer?
To summarize the question, is it more towards the city itself or architecture? Both, okay.
It's even harder. Okay, maybe I will not really know, yeah, about how the architecture or the city itself gonna develop in 20 or 30 years in the future. But as maybe I will borrow the terms of my colleagues here, Richard from Radar. Yeah, maybe all we can do is like no. It's like we just do the tropicality in like the sustainable design in all of our projects. So the sustainable it doesn't need to decentralize the sustainability. So we don't have to make like Central Park like in New York, like one big forest to be the city lungs. But if we all architects, I encourage the young architects to make tropical building, or like we care about sustainable, like the real sustainable, not just greenwash design. We can decentralize the tropicality, so the city will be filled with tropical buildings. It's spread all around the city, so we don't have to like make some kind of Central Park in New York, but we can have like so many tropical building all around the city. It become the pore of the city. Also, we can let the water sink in properly. We can reduce the usage of aircon, so we can reduce the environmental temperature for the city. Also, maybe it's hard because we can do, all we can do is the baby steps. We don't need to think too hard to make some big steps, to make some, like I said back then, spectacular idea, rocket science thing, and something. If we can do is baby steps, just do it. Because if we think too much, we will not go anywhere. If the small steps is all we can do, just do it. It helps.
All right. Thanks for your sharing. Thank you so much. Thanks everyone. That's a wonderful night for everyone who spent your Wednesday night with us. We want to proceed to the final section for group photo and also token of appreciation.